What is up, guys? Welcome to today's review. Today we're going to be reviewing the Furai Optimus Prime model. So this was a special build. This is my first Transformers model, and normally I usually only build Gunpla, and I built a few Digimon and a 30-minute missions kit, so this was definitely not my standard model, but it was a fun build. So as you can see here, we have the model spinning around so you can see all the details. It has extremely nice color separation. The only part that wasn't color separated was the sticker for the Autobot sign. But other than that, that is completely plastic. There are a few minor panel lining details I did here and there, but nothing too extreme. So this is essentially what you will get out of the box. So as you can see, this robot doesn't come with a lot, but it is very expressive. We have 8 sets of hands. Actually, I believe it is 10 because I did build another pair that I didn't notice while I was checking for all the runners, but it does come with a few expressive hands. We have standard weapon holding hands. We have wide open hands. We have hands with the index finger pointing towards whatever you want it to point. We also have hands that look like that typical position when you're about to swing a weapon from behind or you're charging at someone. Other than that, we have the energy axe as was seen in the original Transformers. And we have the bazooka. All in all, the weapon does hold the weapons pretty well, so let's see some poses that you can pull off of this. And speaking about poses, it is extremely fun. Granted, sometimes if you're trying to do a pose with one of the toes lifted, it isn't the most stable posing, but it's nothing that you should have a problem with. As you can see here, I got it in a dashing position, sort of, about to swing the axe, and it had no problem pulling it off whatsoever. They have great articulation at the feet, great articulation at the hands, great articulation all around, and the parts never get in the way of anything. Later, during the articulation part of the video, I will be showing it with more details. But however, the model can pull off basically anything that you do want it to pull off. It also has a few gimmicks, like for example, here we have the Optimus with the parts of the model that do open up. The chest can open up both doors, and you can pull off open up that section in the middle, and that way you can see the Allspark, which is a great addition to the model in my opinion, because it does give it that cool look that if you want a standard position like this, then you can go ahead and put it just to display the details inside. Later I will show it more up close, but you do have a lot of details inside that you can color, and you can really bring the life of the kit even further. Me, since I'm generally gonna keep the doors closed, I didn't do much of that, but you do have that possibility if that is something that you want to do to make the model feel more alive. So as I was saying, the gun here, the bazooka rather, he holds it extremely well in place. As you can see, no problem holding those poses. It looks very great. You could maybe color it a bit more to give it a bit more accuracy, but however, this is basically straight built from the box. The eyes, they're a separate piece of plastic from the rest of it, so you don't have any stickers there. Basically, everything that you're seeing here, you can probably move. The only part that you cannot move is the butt flap, as some people call it. That's stuck there, but again, no problem getting in the way of positions, and you can make very dynamic poses. Here we have sort of a shooting pose with, as I said, the widespread open hands towards the back. And all in all, even the sticker doesn't really look like a sticker. You could probably use a varnish or something just to even that out a bit. So now let's talk about the articulation a bit. So with the articulation, we're gonna look at it probably from the bottom up. Not definitely sure. Here you can see the front skirt of the armor. You can move that up and down. Pretty standard in most model kits that have that. Other than that, we do have the side skirts that also move up and down a bit. Not too much, but they do help when you want to make poses with kicks towards, for example, the side or something like that, so they don't get in the way. So here, we're gonna see the legs down. The legs have a pretty good kick. They have a mechanic here that you can slide the leg forward or back. There is the kick all the way to the front with the sliding gimmick all the way to the front. Here we have the kick all the way back, so not too much, but not necessarily the worst. Pretty good. We have a pretty great bend here. Give me a moment while I show you. Let me put down those skirts so you can see the movement with the skirts. Here we have the movement on the leg, on the foot of the leg. Pretty standard, not too much there. However, from the toe you can get a pretty great bend, and that could help a lot for dynamic poses. It can also turn around slightly. We have the arms. The arms, they have quite a bit of movement in them. We have the doors that I told you about. That middle section that I told you that is keeping the Allspark. You can see it there. Let me give you a closer look. That is quite a bit of detail, so you can go ahead and detail all that if you want. Other than that, we have the forward crunch, so pretty great, although you do have one thing with the forward and back movement here, which is again extremely great. However, you may notice that you can see the pegs, so some people might not like that. I honestly don't mind as much, but yeah, that's to keep in mind. You can also rotate the arm completely there. We have a pretty great bend, almost 90 degrees, which is amazing. So besides the bend at the arm, you can twist it around. You can also move it all the way up. I said the rotation. The other arm is pretty much the same. However, I did notice that there was probably something jamming the other arm after my build, because if you look at the other arm I have, you could pretty much lock at 90 degrees. I do apologize that I went out of the angle there. But yeah, the arm bends completely, so that is amazing. Other than that, we have that sliding gimmick there for the elbow joint. The head all the way up and all the way down, so pretty good. Nothing too crazy. It has forward and back movement. And you can also spin the head around, so that's pretty great. So now, that was pretty much the articulation. I did forget to mention that the pistons on the, I mean not the pistons, those pieces on the elbow, I mean not the elbow, on the shoulder, they can move around too. So that is it. All in all, I think this is a great model kit. I love building it. I have people that have asked me to build a Starscream and review it too, so that will definitely be coming in the future. And all in all, as you can see, not much that you cannot do with this model. It can even cross its arms, that in some models that is always great. The bends at the at the feet, at the legs, I forgot to show them, but you have nothing to worry about. You can get basically the full bender without a problem. And as you can see, nice color separation, very slight panel lining, but it does really bring the kit to life. So all in all, that was the review for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I would definitely recommend it. Thank you to USA Gundam Store. I bought the kit from them, so I would definitely recommend checking them out. And I hope you guys have a great day. See you next time.